Humans are curious and inquisitive and inventive by nature. We are driven to create in order to provide significance to our lives and those lives around us. A feeling of belonging and a deep sense of purpose may be found in our ideals and give us meaning. Understanding what you have to offer the world and igniting that spark on a regular basis are keys to success in any endeavor and in any area of your life. You can rise to new heights if you learn how to harness this deep force of creativity. Our understanding on this topic, as we share and produce more to be creative, we must nurture and cultivate the habit and challenge ourselves to really dive into our own curiosity. Hi, I'm Dr. Asha. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I want to talk to you for a few minutes about the why creativity is so key to being successful. Creativity is one of those things that we are born doing. We create with our minds, we create with our thoughts, we create with our hands, we create all the time. This is why it is so important, and you hear a lot being spoken about mindset and training your mind. This is one of the reasons why, because what we are thinking about, what we are speaking about, what we are doing, our actions that follow is exactly what we create in our lives. Now, if we have things around us that we're not wanting to create, we might want to look at not only our external circumstances, but we have to look within. We have to look in, how intentional am I being with my creativity? How aware am I of what I'm creating? Am I conscious of my wording? Am I conscious of my thoughts? Am I spending time really daydreaming and visualizing exactly what it is that I want to create into the world? This is where the first tip that I have for you is really key. We have to train our mind to do this. Just like we spend, 20 to 30 minutes a day exercising our body, we must take the time to train our mind. Now, with training our mind to be creative and learning how to think outside the box is something that in society, says to us that it has to be done a certain way. It has to be done X, Y, and Z, and it can't be A, X, and Z, for example. It's something that you've got to train yourself to do. You've got to train yourself to think outside the box. If you allow yourself some time, I usually do this about 10 to 15 minutes a day, if not more sometimes, to let myself really daydream and think about what could be some solutions. And I just kind of ask myself, I kind of ask my higher self, what is the solution here? What are the better ways that I could be doing something? What are innovative ways? What's a new idea that I can come up with, or that maybe I get sparked with an interest? This happens a lot of times, is that I'll be thinking about a problem that I have and I want to have a solution. And for some reason, I just can't get past whatever it is that I already know. I'll just kind of sit with it for a little bit. And lo and behold, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, I get a friend of mine will send an article. Hey, Asha, check this out. Or, hey, why don't you look at this program or listen to this person's speech or whatever it is. And that really does spark my creativity to be able to start thinking outside the box. So start training your mind to think outside of the box. This will help you get more confident. It builds your self-confidence. It builds your self-worth. You really feel like, hey, I've got this. When I've got a problem, I've got the solution. And that is really, really key, because to be successful, you've got to have a good sense of self-worth and self-confidence. Doesn't mean that you're confident all the time. There's a lot of things that will shake your confidence. However, this will help cultivate and nurture your self-confidence in a really profound way. The other thing about being creative and sparking and cultivating creativity is that it adds value to your life as well as to other lives. It is really something, you hear about people that are always the problem solvers. Everybody goes to them with their problems and their issues. It's because that person probably has opened up their mind enough to cultivate this habit of being creative and being innovative, to come up with new ideas, to come up with solutions that maybe other people are so fixed in their mindset that they're not able to see. So you really get to help people and add value to your life and to others. The other thing, and I think that this is probably one of the most important things, is that you get to become your authentic self. You get to be your authentic self. Now, what do I mean by authentic self? Authentic self is being true to yourself, being who exactly you are. Each and every one of us is unique. Each and every one of us has a different gift and talent and different ways of expressing ourselves. It is the way that you are here in this world to add more color, to add more diversity. That is very, very important. And I believe that all of us strive to be ourselves. A lot of times we are struggling because we think that we have to be a certain way. Again, probably peer pressure. Society says you must be this way. And if you're this way, you're not accepted or you don't belong. We all want to have a sense of belonging. That sense of belonging and sense of purpose is key. It's one of our foundational, needs to thrive in this life and to succeed in this world. And whatever success means to you, it doesn't mean that you have to, make $10 million or whatever it is, or have the huge mansion or anything. I'm not talking about materialistic success. I'm talking about feeling of success. And that can be so many different things. That could be successful in your health and your well-being, successful in your personal development, your personal sense of confidence and self-compassion, self-worth, self-love. It can be in your professional way, doing the best job that you possibly can to help others, to support others. Maybe you're in a supportive role. Whatever it may be, creativity is really the key to really cultivate in order to be successful in any area of your life. You just have to start with training your mind and working on it on a day-to-day basis. And I tell you, it will start to open up doors and open up. It'll make your world a more colorful world. It will give you hope. It'll give you the self-confidence that you've been yearning for. So thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell so you get notified of our updated videos that we do weekly. And if you're catching this on the podcast, please be sure to subscribe and share this with your friends and family and colleagues that may benefit from our inspirational content. Thank you so much, and until next time.